Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have the 2019 Honda Accord Touring Trim. This vehicle competes against the Toyota Camry Hybrid. So my question for today's video is, how does this hybrid compare to the Toyota Camry? That's what we're here to find out. Powertrain specs for the 2019 Honda Accord Touring. This is a 2-liter inline 4. It makes 212 horsepower, 232 foot-pounds of torque. This also has an Atkinson cycle, also has port injection. This also has a 1.3-liter kilowatt lithium battery. It also has the eCVT electronic controlled transmission. Fuel economy is 48 in the city, 48 on the highway, and 48 combined. But if you guys get a base LE Camry, you're actually gonna have better fuel economy. But as this one sits, it weighs 3,315 pounds. This weighs 100 pounds more than the actual gas-powered Accord. And this also has the same powertrain in the Honda N-Type, but this also has the 2-liter motor instead. In the front fascia of the 2019 Honda Accord Touring Hybrid trim. Starting with the exterior paint, this is a platinum white, which I think looks gorgeous with the black accents and also with the chrome accent. You also have your Honda logo here. With these lights, they're going to be LED lights standard across all Accord trims. You also have an LED turn signal with an LED daytime run light, also with these reflector lights here as well. They shine wonderful at night. You also have front parking sensors with fog lights, which are LED as well. I actually like the front fascia of the Honda Accord. It looks way better than the actual Toyota Camry. The Toyota Camry looks kind of frumpy. It doesn't look more modern. Also, I have your Honda sensing radar controls here for emergency braking, front cross traffic alert, just to name a few. But we're going to take a look at the side profile of the Honda Accord. So on the side profile of the Honda Accord, starting with these wheels, these are a 225/50 17-inch Michelin tire wheel. I actually like this wheel setup compared to the wheels that you get on the Honda Sport, the 1.5. These are for aerodynamics. I actually like these wheels, so these are my second favorite choice of wheels if I were to honestly purchase this vehicle. Another thing is that how you guys will know that this is an actual hybrid trim is by the badging. So if you were to look, you're like, wait, this is just like a normal Accord. No, you guys will have this badge here that says hybrid. Also have LED side markers here on the side of your mirror caps. And my particular Tesla also has a sunroof option. You also have some chrome door handles, which goes nice with this platinum exterior paint. Your wheelbase is 111.4 with overall lift of 192.2. We're going to take a look at the rear of the Honda Accord. The rear of the Honda Accord, this is an LED combination here. You also have LED brake lights with an incandescent turn signal, also with an incandescent reverse light. You also have your hybrid and touring badge back here. There's actually no visible exhaust tip. You also have rear parking sensors. You also have a standard backup camera. And your cargo back here is 17 cubic feet of space. And Honda doesn't give you a spare tire, only give you a Fix-A-Fly kit. We're gonna take a look at the interior of the Honda Accord. So I have the key fob for the 2019 Honda Accord, which is a nice sturdy key. It feels good in my hands. You also have your lock, unlock, remote start, and for your tailgate release, and your panic button. And nice blue. Blue is my favorite color, as you guys know. It does, that's how you know that you actually have the hybrid trim. So to access the remote start, you're gonna lock it, and you're gonna hold this. So it's gonna fire right up. You can't really hear it because, like I said, you guys have the particular hybrid trim, so you won't be able to actually hear it. You also have your chrome doors here. That's to lock it. Honda does a sensor behind the doors to open up the interior in here. My particular Tesla has the black interior. Let's start with the door panels here. You also have this soft touch material with this faux light wood trim, this chrome door handle, this brushed aluminum door handle. You also have 2-person memory seats, your mirror switches here, your lock switches, and this is to lock the windows. You also have express up, express down for the passenger and driver. You also have a grab handle here, your trunk release. You also have 2 cup holders with your storage. It's going to be a hard touch plastic down here. You also have your seating adjustments with your lumbar support. I actually like these seats. The seats look real nice. You also have your parking sensor and your stability control here. You also have your controls for your heads-up display, which looks phenomenal. But get inside the Accord here. Closing the door. Door has a nice solid slam to it. So to start up the Accord, put your foot on the brake and press the start button here. Instrument panel is going to have this hard touch material. I actually like the screen layout here. Your steering wheel is leather wrapped. You also have these paddles here, but these are not for sport mode. This is for 3-level regenerative braking. You also have your volume controls here with your home button. You also have your phone control set up here. I actually like this 3-spoke design. You also have your Honda emblem with your heads-up display, which is massive. You guys can see it right there. You also have your cruise control settings. You also have your lane keep assist. You also have this for your gaps. Basically, if you're in stop and go traffic, you want to keep your distance from the car in front of you. You also have your turn signal stock here with your wind wiper stocks. I actually like this infotainment system. Go to home here. You also have your setup here. You also have your navigation, which is real snappy. As you guys just heard, the car actually turned back on, actually kicked into the actual gasoline mode. Going back to home here, you also have your icons for your phone, your Bluetooth. You also have your power flow. It will tell you when it kicks back into the actual battery. There's nothing you can really do on this. It just basically shows you where the energy is being transferred to. So like right now, it's actually powering the batteries. Your trip computer here telling you what you're averaging. Like I mentioned, this has 48 across the board, 48 in the city, 48 on the highway, and 48 combined. Like I mentioned, if you get the actual base Camry LE, this is going to actually beat the Accord with more fuel efficiency. So if you guys want to get a base one, which I don't think you guys should actually get, because you can get this with more upgrades in the actual interior. It looks better in the exterior as well. You also have big knobs for your volume and tuning. You also have dual climate control with 3-level heated and cool seat, which is nice. You also have these 3 buttons here for your dual climate control setup, and even the passenger gets 3-level heated and cool seats, which is nice. You also have your near field communication. So if you guys want to pair your iPhone immediately, instead of like going through the actual infotainment system, it's very fast. You just pair your phone there and it connects through there. This also has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is nice. Also have the glove box, which is damp and it's not lined with felt. And my particular Tesla also has a sunroof, your sunglass holder here. Also have incandescent lights throughout the whole cabin, incandescent setup here. You also have this for your sunroof. You can tilt it, and you also can close it back. But unfortunately, you have to pull this to close the actual shade in here. You also have this push button style transmission. Put your foot on the brake to access reverse, just click back. You also have this backup camera with trajectory, with also distance marker. You also get rear parking sensor. You guys can access different modes here. This also has a 360 camera, but you actually don't actually see the actual graphics. You also just have like the sensors, what's actually projected on the actual car itself. So if there's a car coming behind you, the car will actually alert you. And to push for neutral, just push for neutral, click D. And for park, you're gonna just click park. And here you also have your wireless charging pad with the USB and also with the 12 volt. The wireless charging pad works very, very good in here. You can also turn it on and off if you would like, which I think is nice, so it actually won't be on throughout the whole time. You also have 2 cup holders here. You also have the eco mode here. You also have sport and an EV mode. And it's telling me that EV mode is not available due to battery low charge. So unfortunately, you have to probably put it in E or put it into Sport. When you put it into Sport, you also have adaptive dampers, which controls the ride quality. We're going to talk a little bit more about that when we go into the actual test drive. You also have electronic parking brake here with the electronic brake hold. The center console here is nice and padded. You also have a 12-volt in here with another USB. That's this removable tray. I'll probably just leave that in there if I was to put some coins and stuff in it, which I think is nice. The seats in here, like I mentioned, they're heated and cooled. They hold you in place. They're kind of aggressively bolstered, in my honest opinion. I actually like how they feel. But while the materials in here are real nice, I actually like the setup in here. And you also have this half LCD display. We're going to talk about that really quick. To access this, you could just have go scroll up on this toggle wheel for your driver's assistance, driver support, traffic sign, navigation. You also have this compass. You can also back out of that just in case you want to actually show your navigation. You also have your phone, audio, speed and time, fuel economy, fuel range. Me, honestly, I'll probably just leave it on the actual range of the EV mode and also power. But we're gonna take a look at those back seats and see how the back seats feel. Into the back seat of the Honda Accord. Closing the door here. The door has a nice solid slam to it. You also have incandescent lighting throughout the whole cabin. You also have some rear vents back here. There's no charging ports. The floor is semi-flat, so you can definitely fit 3 people across back here. You also have 2 mat pockets. And Honda also gives you 2 cup holders with a nice portion to rest your arm. The materials back here are hard touch plastic. You also have this brushed aluminum door handle. You also have 3-level heated seats. Unfortunately, if I was going on a long road trip and I wanted to have cool seats, I would definitely take either the passenger or I'd be the driver, because having heated seats back here in the state of Florida, it's not really a good thing. I mean, the weather is kind of changing, so never know, you might end up needing cool seats in the long run. I also have a cup holder down here. Materials in here are nice quality, but unfortunately, I feel like Honda kind of cheaped out when they actually came to the back seat. So starting off in the 2019 Honda Accord Hybrid. This vehicle rides more on electric range compared to the actual Toyota Camry. Has the best 2-motor drive tech. It's quickly the best hybrid to buy on the market. This also has a heads-up display, which looks phenomenal. So if you guys were to get blindsided while driving, the heads-up display would definitely be in your view. This also drives nicer than the hybrid. The hybrid Camry. You put your foot down. It sounds very buzzy, but you're not really gonna buy this car for the way it sounds. If you want to do that, you just buy the 1.5 Accord, which is a little cheaper compared to the touring model. Like I mentioned before, this drives more in electric range compared to the Toyota Camry. Honda sensing, which includes emergency braking, lane keep assist, also adaptive cruise control. All those safety systems are standard with Honda. The cabin in here is very quiet. Only thing you really hear a lot is just the rotation from the actual tires against the road. You also have big side mirrors with the blind spot monitoring. And when you put into sport mode, the dampers, it has a little indication here. When you put into a sport mode, the dampers get tight, the steering gets really tight. And like I mentioned, this car definitely also has the blind spot monitoring. So putting it back into Eco here. The ride quality here, like I mentioned, is very soft. Taking this off ramp here, nice feedback from the actual steering, turning and stuff. You also have a nice feedback. Not a lot of body roll that I'm feeling from the steering wheel. Like I mentioned, you get 48 in the city, 48 on the highway. So this car is basically a daily driver. 0 to 60, 7.1 seconds. Like I mentioned, the engine does have a buzzy sound. The car for it's actually sound. You're just buying it for the actual fuel economy. So 48 across the board all the way. We're talking pricing for the 2019 Honda Accord Hybrid Touring Trim. Base price starts off at $34,990. You also have a destination charge of $930. That's looking at a grand total of $35,920. So like I mentioned before in the beginning of this video, if you want to get better fuel economy, if you're really about your fuel economy and you want to get a little bit more, you'll have to step down to a base Camry LE like I mentioned before in the beginning of this video. Unfortunately, this car only gets 48 evenly across the board from the city driving to the highway driving and also combined. I think this looks way better. My money would actually be on this one because it looks more modern. It also has a nice interior, even down to the heated and cooled seats. Also, you have a wireless charging pad. But also thanks to General Manager Rick for providing me with the vehicle. If you're on the market for a 2019 Honda Accord Hybrid Trim, come to Largo Honda. And this is my full review on the 2019 Honda Accord Trim. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Driver Reviews, and please keep subscribing to Driver Reviews YouTube channel. I'll catch you guys in the next video.